Good time, folks. Hello. It is physically I, Chas, joined by Mr. Canaz. He's too busy with 1,000 other things to pay attention to what's going on. Hi, we decided that we wanted to actually have something that people can actually look at and see when we talk. I know, yes. Well, on this podcast. We're joined today by a special guest, Frederico. Frederico is here. For those of you that are listening to this on Spotify, Frederico is our mascot, is our chicken. Yes, our chicken. He's a beautiful. Imagine if PB joins. We actually have a genuine special guest. Oh God. But yeah. So hey, it's been a week. How you been, buddy? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. That's why you weren't available for stream tonight. It happens. Mm-hmm. Is this one of those TikTok memes that I've been seeing a lot of lately? It's just I'm the contractor. I think it's gonna be done by this time. I'm this person. It's gonna be done by this time. And then the person who's actually doing the work is just y'all need to shut the fuck up. No, it's not gonna be done in time. What are you talking about? Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Jesus. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. It's one of those as someone who's done woodworking to that point of I would much rather be oh, we didn't cut it short enough than fuck, it's too short. You can take away material, you can't add material. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the stovetop's built into a wooden frame. That's just an electric one, basically. Okay. I feel a little bit better now. So I'm Okay, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Jesus Christ. Hmm. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. Fuck. Jesus. Oh no. Oh God. Jigsaw. This is Jigsaw. Yeah. That. A Jigsaw, really? Okay. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. Yeah. Rip blade. Rip the blade. Oh, fucking of course. Yeah, it makes sense. I've run a few screws over with the jigsaw blade. I'm just like, it's like, mm, whoopsies. Yeah. I, this is four. Te- if we were counting episode 0 as episode 1, technically this is 5, but this is 4. Yep. See, I've got my handed dandy little notebook here that I actually put like red Sharpie on just so, because at this point right now, and like I have these within grasp at all times. I've got fucking three of these little composition notebooks. So I had to fucking turn around and be like, okay, I'm gonna color code these so that way I can at least like look at them like briefly and be like, because when they're just sitting on a desk somewhere, I can barely read like what they say. My vision's terrible. So I can just look at it and be like, blue one, okay, that's book notes for the book. Um, red one, podcast notes to like talk about like episode topics and stuff like that. If there's anything I want to bring up, which this episode there is. Because I meant to bring it up last week and then I just have like random bullshit notes. Um, yeah. I love how like this we market this as like a gaming and film podcast, and yet every episode it feels like we start off by talking about woodworking and construction and how to do. I know it right, and it's great because like we could just straight up just do like an entire episode just talking about like woodworking and shit like that. It That's what's going to be great about this podcast is people are going to be listening to it and it's just going to be like so over the board of, well, this episode they're talking about Star Wars, this episode they're talking about like Doctor Who, this one they're talking about fucking books, this one they're talking about movies, that one they're talking about woodworking for some fucking reason. That was just out of left field. Episode 105, Chase is talking about how he started blacksmithing. I want to learn how to blacksmith. I genuinely do. Fucking dunk, dunk. League of Chaos blacksmithing. It's hard, but it's one of those like I feel like I would find it therapeutic because it's one of those like learning a musical instrument. It's a lot of like memorizing and stuff like that. Whereas like the research that I've done with blacksmithing. Now, if you're anyone who's a professional blacksmith listening to this, don't hate me for this because I haven't done it yet. It looks more along the lines of like, all right, is that straight? Yeah, that's straight, and it's more like getting the right temperatures and stuff like that. It's more of the like the analytical, logistical stuff that I like. I mean, we've started playing through Satisfactory again, and we are going through this playthrough at a very fast pace. Like we're two recording sessions in. Today was the second one, and we've just completed phase 1, which is an easy phase to get through. But in the span of completing phase 1, in the span of like 30 minutes, we unlocked coal power, unlocked the materials to start coal power, the tree for steel production, and one other one. So in the span of 30 minutes, we literally just knocked out 3 of the milestones in tiers 3 and 4, just out of we had that much resources built up, and through the iron nodes that we had localized to where our starting location, I was able to basically, not even through guides or anything, I found the most efficient way to maximize the production without overclocking. Because right now we haven't found many power shards. So it's really been, all right, how can I maximize efficiency with what I'm currently allocated when it comes to, all right, so right now we've got the Mark II conveyor belts. They can transport 120 items a minute. Right now, our minor Mark I's standard clock, base clock at 100% capacity can output 120 ore a minute, because legitimately every ore node within like a fucking a stone's throw from the base was a pure node. So in Satisfactory, there's 3 types of nodes. I don't know if you recall this. Impure, which is 30 ore a minute. Normal, which is 60 a minute. And then pure, which is 120 a minute. So already having legitimately, like right where we settled, there's 4 pure iron nodes, like in just right there. So we were able to basically maximize that. And we currently have 2 of them being reused to make screws, 1 making iron plates, and then 1 making iron rods. Now, the screws I need to redesign, because the initial way I set up the screws, I was setting them up to be efficient with one of the original screws recipes, which required iron rods. However, we have since learned a much more efficient screw recipe that is directly an iron ingot gets turned straight into screws. However, when we learned it, we didn't have the Mark II conveyors, because the Mark I's only run at 60 items a minute. So we couldn't maximize the efficiency of the upgraded or the better recipe until we got the Mark II conveyors. And now that we got the Mark II conveyors, and we've had the resource or the reinforced iron plates, which are used to make the Mark II conveyors, we've had them being produced off to the side. I can now, when we start our next recording session, I'll destroy all of the first screw production facility that I made, rebuild it to be the much more optimized production facility, which I had already built another one using one of the other resource nodes. So that way, once I get that going, I'll be able to have basically pure maximized efficiency when it comes to screw production, iron rod production, and iron plates production through just 4 resource nodes that we've currently have going. And it's one of those, like, Justin he's getting ready to go set off and start getting the stuff that we need up and going for Steel. So honestly and truly, like, I don't know how long this series is going to be, but we're still planning on doing the relatively daily uploads with it. But instead of it being like, all right, every so like a recording session, we'll have like 3 episodes out of it. But what I stated in the first episode is the way the series is going to work is that the very beginning, there's going to be intros like, hey, this is the series. It's just going to be a continuously running thing. At the end of this episode, there's not going to be an outro. It's just going to basically fade to black, say to be continued to the next one. The next one will come up and it'll just be like a quick, like 15-second highlight of this is what happened in last episode. Here's the continuation. And it's just going to basically be that for the entire duration of the series. And that way, I don't, because for me, it felt weird doing like voiceover. It felt weird doing voiceover over myself. So that way it can just be like a continuous, just keep going thing. Because having it kind of like fade to black and be like to be considered the next episode for me worked a lot better than just trying to force an outro somewhere. So we'll still be able to have a relatively continuous thing going on. This week I'm going to put my head down. I want to get the rest of the Terraria stuff finished up and scheduled for upload. I want to start getting the Tinkerland stuff scheduled to upload. Stardew, I want to start editing, getting that stuff ready to upload. So this week I just want to put my head down, get that shit done. So we'll be good there. Then we obviously got this going on. Yay! So that is the very long-winded status of what is currently going on in that. But yeah, that's gonna probably be added to my random bullshit notebook of stuff that has to get done. Yeah. But I wanted to last week. I wanted to talk about it last episode, but I never got around to it. There is so have you seen the movie The Martian with Matt Damon? Okay, never mind. But you probably haven't read the book The Martian. Yeah, Project Hail Mary has been, like, the trailer has finally dropped. So I've read the book in its entirety. It's a fucking good book. So, and here's what makes me excited about the this movie specifically is because I watched The Martian first before reading the book. And when I read the book, it was very, very, very similar. There were some things in the movie that they cut that they had in the book. I'm blanking on one of them right now. Oh, I think I remember it because it wasn't shown in the movie because it would have been too much. It would have been just like too much in the movie. In the book, I'm trying to remember if this was in the movie or not. I don't think it was. In the book, there was a part of The Martian where, as he was like going to his like evac point, like in the like later half of the book. This is spoilers, by the way, if you're okay with that. Okay, because you're muted. Jesus Christ, sawdust, man glitter, man glitter, man glitter. Yeah, man glitter. He so he was going down this like embankment on Mars, and there was like some really like soft dust. The rover that he was in fucking rolled. Like he like come straight up like rolled the rover. It was like upside down. And again, he's by himself on Mars. It's not like he can call up his buddy, be like, yo, help me fucking flip this thing back over. So he had to figure out how to flip the fucking rover back over, which he did. But it was just like a big like, oh my God, like he flipped the fucking rover thing in the book. That was never shown in the movie because it was like it would have just like had at the wrong time, and it was one of those like that part wasn't shown in the movie. But and there was a few other things that like they did in the book they didn't do in the movie. Some of the stuff in the movie had been slightly changed from the book. But because it was such a close and faithful adaptation, I have faith in Hail Mary to do something very similar. In the trailer, watching the trailer, I can like analyze like a lot of the scenes in it and go, all right, like I know what that scene will be without like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like there were some scenes in the trailer that like they did spoil something at the end of the trailer, which was like a very, 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 very big point in the book. And I'm sad that they spoiled it in the trailer, but in the book, because again, it's in the fucking trailer. So I might as well say in the book. So actually let me read off the description of the book. Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. Except that right now, he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. His crewmates dead, his memories fuzzily returning, Ryland realizes that an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space on this tiny ship, it's up to him to puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery and conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. With the clock ticking down and the nearest human being light years away, he's got to do it alone. Or does he? An irresistible interstellar adventure as only Andy Weir could imagine, Project Hail Mary is a tale of discovery, speculation, and survival to rival The Martian while taking us places to it never dreamed of going. So, again, this part is fucking heavily, like, really shown in the trailer, which upsets me. He meets alien life. He meets like this creature that he dubs Rocky. Now, in the like in the book, it describes like Rocky's ship as this like unholy thing, because everything that we build it with the idea of we have the atmosphere we have to punch through, like it has to be like relatively aerodynamic and stuff like that. The ship that is described in the book is this like fucking like hellish looking, like it's got like spikes. It is not aerodynamic. It's just like the most like flat surface, just massive thing imaginable. In the trailer, it looks badass as fuck. It dwarfs the human ship by miles. It looks like this something out of this like, and that's where I would have ended the trailer, was hit like the computer going like object detected, him looking out of the ship, the camera like cutting to that wide angle of this giant thing looming over his ship. That's where I would have ended the trailer. Not him meeting Rocky and going, I met an alien life form. I'm going to name him Rocky. He made some like quip as well. He's just like I met like, yeah, he's like in this part of it, but it's better than being inside of me. Just like, fuck me. But I am super hyped for this movie because I have faith that like a lot that Andy, if he did like was brought on to help with this movie, was like, okay, let's yes to this, no to this. Like very like how I would kind of do it is just like, you can like we can change like some things to better fit like film adaptation, but we're not gonna like change a lot like I've seen other things do. So that is my little micro rant on. I am super fucking excited for next year when this movie releases. I am watching this the day it premieres. I am so excited. This book, I almost teared up at the. I teared up at the end of this book. I'm gonna be sobbing at the end of the movie if it ends the same way this book did. it's a, it's a very like. It's one of those like bittersweet endings where you're just like, yay! But at the same time, if you like sit back and think about it, you're like, oh God. Oh God. Literally. Because when I finished it, I think I was actually like, I can't remember where I was. I think I was just like it was like hunting season. I was in a tree stand. Fucking nothing was moving. And I was just like, I had like a few chapters left because I'd read it. Like I was close to the night before. I was like, I'm bringing this with me. It's not going to rain or anything. The book's not going to get damaged. So I brought it with me. And I was like, I finished it up at the stand. I'm like silently like the entire time. Just like, oh God. But it's just, it was one of those like, I highly, highly, highly recommend reading it before the movie. But yeah, it's just, God. I just, yeah. What if I just do an audiobook of it? It's just so you could listen to that at work. Just, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah. He's just like, hey, I'm about to get a part. Pause this shit. Okay, we're good. Yep. But so this kind of leads me to, because again, The Martian was pretty faithful and super good. I have a lot of faith in this. I'm hoping it's good faith. What is, what do you think is one of the best movie to book adaptations? What is the worst? Because I haven't, there's a lot of movie to book or book to movie adaptations that I just haven't seen. Like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, or Game of Thrones is a book. Like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Maze Runner, Hunger Games. That's the point of the podcast. I never even heard of that one. What? I heard. Really? Fuck. Jesus. All right. Probably what they'll do is they'll do what the Star Wars did, and they'll like cut to like the head or whatever, or like the silhouette of a head like falling down. Because I feel like that they'll do that like what they did with Django in the prequels. Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I feel like they'll just basically like just silhouette it and not really show anything too crazy. Wait, that's an adaptation? That came out as a novel for what? How have I not known this? I swear, I think I might have heard it at one point, and I just didn't forget. Uh huh. I still need to see that. I just haven't had the time. It's such a long thing. Oh, really? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I remember you were talking about, because I think you had you were talking about one of the our recordings that you had seen Wicked, and you're like, it's great. It's actually like surprisingly good. Oh, is there photos somewhere of a young Canaz in the Wicked play? You should Let me just highlight your name real quick to show people at home that we have his name in our Discord as Hollywood for a fucking reason. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you were born into the fucking Hollywood life then. You were born in the Hollywood life. Motherfucker, we just thought something. No, this is what I'm saying. Like, so you've legitimately been blurst with this since birth, basically. Of course it was. Jesus Christ. This is fucking like here's the thing, guys, watching this, like listening to this. Like the amount of stories that we legitimately can't say on anywheres. There are so many things. Like we're gonna have, if we get lucky, we're gonna have a panel at some convention like 10 years from now. And we're gonna be like, so on this 5th episode or the 4th episode of the Canacast, you guys said that there was some stories. I'm just gonna, it's gonna be this slow like turn towards you, be like, yeah, man, you want to tell some of them right here, right now? We're way past the NDA at this point. Do I have to sign an NDA talking to you, dude? What the hell, man? I'm not surprised, but luckily that I know what to keep my fucking beak shut about. Oh, Jesus Christ. So any one of these guys could come knocking at our fucking doorstep. I feel like I know a few of them. Oh, God. Oh, fucking hell. This is the podcast where we just admit shit. Oh, fuck. That's what, like I said, like, again, we say he lives the Hollywood life. We fucking mean it. We don't make half these stories up. Like, they're real. They're real things. I distinctly remember we were trying to do a stream one day, and I called him up. I'm like, because he wasn't answering any of his messages. I was like, yo, where the fuck you at? He goes, I'm ice skating right now. And it's like the middle of summer, I think it was. He's like, I'm ice skating right now. I'm like, bitch, you're in Mexico. Where are you ice skating in June? Yeah, for me, it's like an 2-hour drive away because I'm not near them. Really? Oh. You guys live that far apart? You guys were like within 30 minutes. Oh. Traffic, yes. Yeah, see, here's my thing. My 2 hours is no traffic. Oh my god. Jesus. So what other fucking Hollywood stories are you allowed to share? Yes. Yes. I remember this. Again, we're not exaggerating here. Oh, so after this, I want to tell the Gatorade story. Okay, I want to talk about the Gatorade story. You went to go get a Gatorade, and so first off, I want to say, so we call this is oh, we're going to the you had to go punch the dude. So I don't want to say too much, like because this is the end of your thing. But basically, I call him up and I was just like, "Hey, you down to stream tonight?" He's just like, not tonight, bro. I gotta go punch a guy. Like, actually, and he's like, no, yeah, like actually, but he might have knives. So I was like, then why are you going to punch the motherfucker? Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that, but still. And he wasn't there, luckily. Wasn't lucky for him, motherfucker. He say he was like a professional knife thrower or something. Jesus fucking Christ. Did he? Fuck, of course he did. Prick. One of those guys, yeah. Yeah, one of those guys. Block. So, yeah. It's a Gatorade. Gatorade story. What game were we playing? I think were we just playing like just chatting or something? We were live, I think, when this happened, but I don't remember what game we were playing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think it was like Sea of Thieves or something. Sea of Thieves or Minecraft. Yeah, because you probably just filed it with the rest of your Hollywood bullshit. So basically, yeah. So we're starting to get set up. I had already started my stream, but I typically started a little bit earlier than those guys do. And as we were kind of like getting rolling, he's just like, "Hey, before I start my stream real quick, I'm gonna go grab a Gatorade." I'm like, all right, that's fine. Like, we'll just get we'll just get like ready, like get the ship ready or whatever the hell we were doing. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right. So he's just like, all right, he's just gonna get a Gatorade. Like, we're sitting there and like 10, 15 minutes goes by, and I finally looked down the clock. I'm like, it's been like 15 minutes. Where's Canaz? Justin's like, that's a good, is he still alive? And then Justin is like, Canaz, just like calling out to the microphone to the fucking void for no reason. So I think I shot you a thing on Instagram. It was like, hey, did you like die or something getting a fucking Gatorade? Like, dude, what's up? You come back, I think like I think he responded like 5 minutes later after that. He's just like, I'll be there soon now. I'm dealing with the police. It's like it was like he just wanted to get a Gatorade. What do you mean you're dealing with the fucking cops, dude? Like what? So he comes back. I'm not even kidding. We're like an hour into the stream. He finally comes back. He sits down. He's just like, I got my Gatorade, guys. He's like, so I got my Gatorade. We're like, where the fuck have you been? And I can't like, like you went down, and right when you went down, like the power company showed up or something, or just like we're shutting it down or whatever. If I recall. Yeah, as you know, the shooting totally happens. Those you listen to the audio version of this only, Canaz just disconnected. He's fucking gone. Oh, he's back. Hello? What happens? What the hell? It doesn't want us to tell the story. I basically like you just see the electric guys. Yeah. Yeah, that don't fly. That don't fly. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my official statement. I'm done. I'm out of here. I got work to do. I've been waiting for 40 minutes. I've got two dudes up there waiting for me for like 45 minutes. They think I'm probably dead right now. Yeah, because you weren't responding. Yeah, separate them. Yeah. Yeah, she's on the heavier side. Like me? Oh, yeah. I just wanted a drink, man. That's all I wanted. Just yeah, just okay. I just would have left it on the door and not said anything. Oh. Who's listening to this podcast right now? I'm kidding. Red flag number one. Oh fuck. Yeah. Probably still in gear too. Probably ripped his arm clean off. Nice. Of course he did. I'm surprised he didn't take his shoe off and throw it at your car. Good. Fucking prick. Yeah. That's. I'm fortunate that I've not been in one of those scenarios because I don't know how well I'd be able to keep my cool and not fucking if a dude put his hands on me, bro, I'm waiting for that opportunity. I'm waiting for that opportunity. Why'd you crack his skull? He put his hands on me. Fucking try me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always try to like remain calm and put on a very optimistic and yay kind of thing, especially like when I'm out in public. I hate being in public. I hate socializing. I'm not a people person. I used to work with a lot of people at the arcade, and my tolerance for people has dwindled, which the pandemic made people so much worse. Did you see that? Like, because it honestly feels like, at least the people that I've dealt with, like prior to 2020, people were assholes, but they were more discreet about it, and they wouldn't like preach it to the world that they're a fucking jackass. But after the pandemic, everyone just is. Everyone seems like they're so much more on edge and ready to just fucking lose it at the drop of a pin. Oh yeah, for sure. Basically. Yeah. I noticed, because that was something that, like, as someone who'd worked in service pre and post pandemic at the arcade, it was something that I noticed a lot of, especially like with parents. Now, I always said that I had the luckiest job at the arcade because the people that were in there, 90% of them wanted to be in there. It wasn't like families being dragged there to order food. It was those that wanted to be in the arcade were in the arcade. There's very few you could tell they didn't want to be there, and those people would just kind of like stand off in the corner and just glare at everybody, but they wouldn't really talk to me at all. So again, people that came up to the counter, like they wanted to be at the counter. So it was one of those, I got to know that. But what I noticed was, before, kids would be a lot more tentative to what I was saying and a lot more patient, and the parents would be a lot, I don't want to say hand holding, but a lot more like, okay guys, like calm down, like parenting. They were a lot more parenting. But afterwards, I noticed a lot of the parents afterwards just didn't seem to care. Like, just fucking get away from me, dick, do whatever. I don't care what you do. Probably because being locked in a house with the kid for like 2 years. But even the kids, like, patience, there was a few times, I wouldn't say I snapped at a kid, but it was just like, just wait your turn. I'll be there in a minute. Like, I kind of like I put a little bit of like aggression in my tone of voice, and that kind of made them like shut up because I could tell by their eyes that that's something that they hadn't really like that apprehensiveness isn't something that they had experienced in a while, because it was just like a oh okay I'm sorry type of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I can't say much because I wasn't really like online per se prior to the pandemic, but it seems like afterwards, and this is gonna be a really fucking hot take, like lava hot take. Uh, People seem a lot more. I don't want to say like people. I'm fine with people having their own opinions, but people seem a lot more entitled to that. Their opinion is the only one that matters, and I will crush anyone and everyone's opinions that does not even remotely match my own. And again, like also like again, the patience as well. It's just like that's another thing that I've seen is like every time I briefly open Reddit, there's like 1,000 posts in the NewTubers Reddit, and it's like the same near copy and paste things. It's like I've been streaming for 5 years. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, and no growth, none of this. I mean, yeah, we've been doing this shit for going on 5 years, and we don't have anything to show for it. But at the same time, we're still doing it because we enjoy doing it, and we have a very, very, very small and dedicated fan base. We love you all, but I mean, it's not like for us. It's not like we're not gonna sit there and just preach to the public. Be like, we're terror, like we're not doing it. We didn't meet our goals and stuff like that. That's just, we're doing it because we love doing it. I mean, if it grows, it grows. Fuck yeah. Yeah, exactly. Fuck last sleep peak. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things that like uh, honest it doing the content creation side of things. While it does kind of suck to say this, it feels like it's more of an excuse for us to get together because having the streams, having the recordings makes it feel more I don't want to say like an obligation because that makes it sound just like we don't want to hang out with one another, but it makes it half of it feels like there's more of like a purpose of doing it in a sense, if that kind of makes sense. Because it's just like, yeah, we could just sit here and have this chat like at any other time of the week or like at any other point in time, like we can just be talking like this. But having it be like, all right, let's film ourselves doing like talking to each other. That puts, I don't want to say more meaning to this, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, well, we could be doing, it's putting away that thought of we could be doing something more productive with our time. What are your thoughts on all this? Mhm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I think what the LOC provides in today's modern way of the internet is transparency to a certain extent, because we're not the majority of the LOC is not really hiding behind a face. I wouldn't say PB really is either, because she is willingly, like, she's openly like willing to, during the IRL streams, she was fine to show her face. She was there when we were doing the cooking stream in PA. She was fine. It's not like she's like, I want to remain behind this veil, which even to that point though, that veil is an extension of her. It's not like it's her creation. It's like an extension of her, and it we're not we don't like script anything. It's at the end of the day, like some of the bigger YouTubers that you see now, like on the platform right now, like I'm gonna reference like Vanos Gaming, like the Vanos crew, Smitty, like some of like old style like Achievement Hunter. It's just a bunch of friends playing games, and just like in this example, just two dudes just having a chat that we don't look. We started this up. We start recording like this week specifically. We may have spoken, like we shot each other a few messages on Instagram throughout the week and sent each other reels and stuff like that. But like, we don't talk really much. Yeah. Yeah. So why, and yeah, it's like why like, for those of you that are watch the streams, we only stream on Mondays because yeah, we used to stream a lot more, but Mondays just work best for literally most of the LOC. Like, mhm. Yeah, right. And streaming doesn't do that yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And that's, mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I love that. It's just like, yeah, hey, Twitch pays me because this motherfucker. Canaz. 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 Come back to me. Canaz? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Canaz, come back to me. Did my internet die or did it? I'm still streaming. So did it just drop? Or did my internet die? I don't know. Canaz. Canaz. Oh. No. Oh no. Did Discord die? Did I think Discord died? Oh my god. Uh hey. Hello? I don't know. Yeah. I think Discord just fucking died. Really? You froze completely on my side. Like, look at the yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, you froze on my thing completely. I didn't hear you at all. Like, I have a perfect candid of you. Don't worry. Look at the chat. What were we saying? Oh, yeah. Ugly. That's fine. Bless you, Glee. Love you. You're amazing. Then there's fucking some dipshit with a tier 2 for like fucking 50 months. Hold on, you're streaming right now. I can actually go look. Because you got your Twitch back. You got your Twitch back. Yay! He finally did it, guys. He finally got his Twitch back. It's a fucking miracle. For 45 months. 45 months. 45 months. Man, look. I'm telling you, bro. I gotta find a way to pay my employees. Uh-huh. You do know that means though, right? So 3 more months. That's in October. That means I've basically been subscribed to your account since the League of Chaos started. I have been subbed to you since basically since the foundations of the LOC. I'm still so angry at myself that I didn't hit the check the anonymous box for that second round. I think it's the first time you had a hype train in a long ass time too, because you had a small hype train. I currently have 46,000 Canaz coin. Gosh, gosh. Gosh, gosh. I literally only named it Choshkosh just to fuck with you. Actually, hold on. Let me enable it because I have it turned off right now. Yeah, because I legitimately forgot to fucking re-enable it for the stream earlier today. So like at the end, Justin was just like, "We didn't get to redeem anything," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Wait, that wasn't on purpose?" I was like, "No, I forgot to turn it on after the last podcast. I think I was just so fucking tired that I forgot to check it." Uh, uh, community, nope. Content, nope. Viewer rewards, there it is. Power ups and channel points. Motherfucker, don't tempt me. I get paid on Friday. Motherfucker, don't tempt me. Motherfucker, don't tempt me. Prime Day is Friday. So I have been looking at possibly getting a new fucking like laptop for both personal and work use because mine's starting to kind of show its age a little bit. Did it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Mm-hmm. You guys have Best Buy down there? Use my phone number. Oh, I have what's called Best Buy Total Tech. It's like $200 a year or whatever. But anything that you buy with my account, you get like 2-year warranty on it. That's literally the only fucking because I bought my DJI Mini 2 from Best Buy, and it had like a month before the warranty went up, it like the gimbal got fucked on it and it just was like violently shaking. So I took it in for warranty, and instead of like paying like $600 for a new drone, they're just like, here's a new one. Do you want the warranty on it? And I'm like, I have to buy the warranty again. They're like, yep. I was like, sure. That was like a few months later. I was just like, I should probably get Total Tech because the warranty for the drone was the same as the fucking Total Tech. So I was just like, I should probably get Total Tech so that way anything that I buy, instead of the warranty being ludicrously expensive, like it'll just be automatically covered. Like my parents, for their anniversary a few years back, they bought like a brand new like 72-inch like 4K smart TV for a living room, and not only did they get warranty on it because they got it through my account, they also got a free fucking Xbox controller with it. And I'm like, sweet, I reaped the rewards, and I got like a free Elite One controller because they bought the TV. I was just like, I know. I'm like, that's fine. But yeah, so like,
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, look into it because the other thing that concerns me though is like if you put in a fucking New York based phone number, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" That might raise. Is your name Chase? Yeah. You don't look like you. You don't look like you're from New York. You don't look like you're from New York. Trust me, bro. So I had a D&D character idea. It was a wizard, but it was like a war wizard or whatever. It was like the battle one. And I decided that his spell focus, like his spellcasting focus, would be this like fucking spiked bat, essentially. And he was gonna have a Brooklyn accent. I'm gonna call him Brooklyn Wizard. The DM hated it so much. I was just like, I pitched ideas just like Brooklyn Wizard. Hey, I'm walking here. At first, like this is cute, and then like I like did like a test accent. I was just like, no, no, I will power word kill you. No, you are not bringing Brooklyn Wizard in. And I was just like, come on. And now it just like, it became like an intimidation fact. They'd be like whenever like is like, do you want to like change characters? Like if I had a character die, I'd be like, yeah, I could bring out the Brook. He's like, no. I still want to play Brooklyn Wizard. His name was Price. Price the Brooklyn Wizard. Hey, look, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I'm just gonna cast this fireball spell right up your ass. Get the fuck out of my way. Well, because it was this was back when I was doing D&D with Phantom Q. Yep. Yeah, playing a wizard, Brooklyn Wizard. Man, no, now he's on my roster, but I really want to play a monk in the next campaign that I'm in. If I'm ever in another campaign, I want to play a monk. I think I'll like monk. Why is that? Well, so in like a micro campaign that I was in, because I have played a monk for a little bit, and the micro campaign that I was, because they knew I was like decent at doing like voices and shit like that, because they've seen some of the LOC stuff, so they're like, oh, they're like, oh, he can do like all these fucking weird ass voices. So I was like, I'm gonna do like a monk, and initially like I had the whole backstory written out and everything. It's gonna be I was gonna do like an Australian accent for the monk, be like, good day, hello mate. And as we were kind of like getting ready for like session 0, one of them goes, bet you couldn't do a female character. And I'm like, bitch. So I went from doing legitimately, and it was great too. Like the backstory I had written out, like the monk was like, he was married, like the wife passed away and stuff like that. Like it was like, I had written out like this really nice backstory. And when they're like, I bet you couldn't do a female, I was just like, I'm just gonna put an S in front of every time it says he. I'm making a she. I still kept the backstory the same. Like I still kept the wife and everything, but I was playing it was a female character because they were just like, I bet you couldn't do this. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Oh god, but it was just literally just because they're like, bet you can do this, like, motherfucker. I bitch, watch me. And the DM hated the monk so much. Oh my god, dude. Let me pull up a fucking character sheet. I didn't mean to min-max it, but I kind of did. So you know how monks have. So this is also like with the newest set of rules. So they've like the monks' abilities have changed somewhat. See if I can fucking find a character sheet. She was actually you know that the artwork that I shared with you a while ago that I had custom done. That was the monk. That was my monk. So at level 7. She's got 84 hit points. All right, not bad. Advantage on initiative with a +5. All right, okay. A 20 passive perception. So you could see a good amount. I will say I have a plus with this character. I have a +10 to perception checks. +10. So she was able to see shit. She could see. Especially if I fucking got a nat 20 on a perception check. 22 AC. And you know what the funny part is? There was with a different DM, because in the first campaign I was in, like we got to a point where he's just like, okay, I need to take like a break from being a DM. This other one of our other players was also as a DM as well, so he took over like a different campaign. And I initially like approached him with like a one monk idea, and it was shot down fucking instantly, because this was by far one of the most broken characters he'd ever seen, and he'd been a DM for quite a while. So basically, there was a and I had meant to play it in the first campaign I was in. I found a custom subspecies of the Warforged. Are you familiar with the Warforged at all? So basically, it was called a Celestial Warforged. Essentially, that they were a like Warforged blessed by the gods or created by the gods, and that's kind of like the lore I was going with that Celestial Warforged. They had an ability where, because so by nature the Warforged has unarmored defense because of this species thing, so they get like a bonus to their AC. Plus monk, you get even more bonus to that AC. Plus any like attunement items, you get even more. So I could have straight up made like a 23, 24 AC fucking like tank. The Celestial Warforged can fly and hover at your walking speed, which as a walking speed of a monk is very, very fucking fast. Like the walking speed on my level 7 monk, 55 feet. Base, not doubled. So, and this is a human, a regular human, no variant human, nothing, no marks or whatever, just a human at 55 feet a second, or 55 feet, which is fast. So the Celestial Warforged, though, could do by default radiant damage with its unarmed attacks, and almost nothing has resistance to radiant damage. So it was shot down and because it's a Warforged, there was also a buff to unarmed damage because you're fucking hitting with metal fists. So that shit was shot down so fast. This is like, no, you are not. I am not, at least like in the years that I've been a DM, I have not seen a character sheet that broken. No, not happening. I'm like, broad body. He's like, no. You can fly. You can deal radiant unarmed damage as a monk. No. Yeah, so, but I've been playing the monk. Like I said, I really like playing the monk. I want to do it again. But so I want to do another monk at some point, and I want to do. He's back of my mind, man. Brooklyn Wizard, I'm walking here. All my spell slots, I just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh god, I still would like to do an LOC D&D campaign at some point, but Jesus, we just don't have the fucking time. Not really a point in starting because trying to get like the constant availabilities is unheard of between you and PB, bro. So it's just like, eh. Right. Oh boy. When one of these videos explodes and we get, as Justin would put it, we get all of the YouTube money. I here's the thing. If Justin, if you're listening to this, I love you, bro. But Jesus fucking Christ, half the time I don't know if you're just playing a bit of not knowing how YouTube money works, or if you're being genuine of not knowing how it works. Because I don't know how often you hear him, but every when we were doing Terraria, like he'd be like, getting that YouTube money. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Justin, no, we are so far away from getting the YouTube money. And even if we did hit the magical numbers within a day, it would be pennies. It would be pennies. This is true. This is very true. Be pennies. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Just like, yay. Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is I got to start paying you more. How much is tier 3? Oh, wow. You would strangle me if I actually did start paying tier 3 prices. $24.99 a month. It has the buttons right there. Put the buttons right there, Canaz. You can't cancel my subscription, motherfucker. I'm curious. Well, if I do it, tier 3. What? You still have the new can or the modern logos, yeah. Oh, is it? I have this. Mine's like over there. It was filled with seltzers, but I finished my seltzers. Mine fits a little bit more, man. Mine fits a little bit more. Like I was able to fit, I think, like 9 seltzers and then like 6 of these little like liquid death things. Oh yeah, mine's like an actual like mini fridge. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice. That update subscription button is looking real fine. That update subscription button is looking real fine. You're gonna. Still less than GCS and P. Still a lot less than GCS and P was. I don't even want to begin to think of. If I had an accountant right now, they would kill me. They would look at the GCS and P costs and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" If we had an accountant for the LOC, they would castrate me, honestly, because they'd be like, "You're no, Chase. You sink so much money into GCS and P every year for your what? It's just like for fun." Should we do GCS and P for the freaking fifth year? So stop kicking the dead horse then. Okay. Dude, I'm so miffed because I went to go, because Saturday I was hoping to do like the big like stream of, hey, like this is like the start of the building with Elmia. Hey, 10 months with Twitch Prime. Look at you, Canaz. Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, I was gonna start the Building Elmia series, and like I went to go like update, like it's to like, create a new mod pack, like update the one I'd already made. I was just like, I went to go add create, and I typed in create and modern thing. It was just like all the like a lot of like the subsidiaries or whatever, like the stuff that it wasn't actually create. And I'm like, I thought create came out for 1.21, and it's like light bulb moment of came out for Forge 1.21, not Fabric. They're still working on the Fabric port. Son of a fuck. Mm-hmm. It did fall. It's weird that Discord never pushed it. It never, like, on my thing, it never disconnected. Like, my drop frame 0, 1 hour 45. And I never dropped frames. Right now, it's like fucking glitching the fuck out for some reason. And I think it's just because I've got a lot of like shit going on my monitors right now, and it's not having my computer's not having a fun time. But yay, I'm glad. Fuck the stream. It's still gonna be good for the VOD anyways. Oh yeah, I seen some clips of it. Again, like I genuinely forgot that it was this weekend because I was initially wanting to go to it, and I saw the prices, and I'm like, well, I didn't. I just like completely forgot that it was happening until like obviously it happened. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. But yeah, the Mom, I'm coming home. Dude. Yeah, same. The account was created 10 minutes ago. Like, oh yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that motherfucker's still alive. Honestly. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, he couldn't. He was trying to stand. He couldn't stand. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's what, like, seeing. I keep main reason why I haven't like tried like gone out searching for him is because I always like see the comments and people are just like kind of like going back to what we were saying earlier. It's like people are just so entitled to their like own, like, you can have an opinion, fine, but when you go start bashing other people for it, it's just like, really? Everyone is just like, oh, it wasn't that good. It's like, yeah, it's your opinion, fine, but you gotta realize what it was. These guys are rocking out for probably the last time that any of them will ever get on stage together while they're still alive. Fucking Steven Tyler's coming out of retirement after basically canceling most of the rest of his like his own farewell tour because he couldn't sing. Doctors literally told him don't sing anymore, and he came out of retirement for Ozzy. It was a farewell tour because they're saying farewell to the king of rock and roll. Exactly. Yeah. Just fucking Peter. Breathe. Yeah, I'm fucking moshing, yeah. No. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Jack Black's, yeah, I saw. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw. I literally played it at work today. Cuz the intern that we have, she is a lead singer of like a like cover band for like rock and roll, and they cover that type of music. I've been to one of their concerts. She crushed it, Man in the Box and Alice in Chains. She fucking crushed it. Opened up the one concert I went to of theirs. Opened up Man in the Box. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. I'm jamming. Let's go. But yeah, so I was just like, did you know about this? She's like, I like, this is her first time hearing about it. I was like, yeah, Jack Black covered Mr. Crowley by Ozzy. She's like, oh, really? It's like, yeah. Mr. Crowley. Bow, bow, bow. Mhm. Did you think you were pure? Yeah. That's. Mm-hmm. It's just such a nice thing to see, and I like the fact as well that like they brought out like some of the, or they had a lot of these like newer people, like saying like a young blood there, um to, because yeah, I was gonna say two from Sleep Token was there just fucking jamming in the back. Yep. So it's, yeah, it's one of those things that's just like, it's it's because I know like a lot of people are comparing Youngblood to Ozzy, and I could see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 He's got good like stage. A few clips I've seen of Youngblood. There was a song of Fleabag. He has he's like, he just goes, he's looking at the card, just like, do you know how to play this song on guitar? And like dude's like shaking his head. He gets up on the stage and he fucking Youngblood like hands him a guitar and he just shreds fucking Fleabag. And like in the middle of the song, like he's just, those two are just vibing up there, and he's like, "You can fucking keep that guitar, hear it out for the guy." It's just, it was such like a, like an old school like rock and roll that you would see like an old school like rock concert. It's just like bringing someone up on stage, being like, "Fucking shredding, man, let's go." Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's it's making me more excited to be there for Louder Than Life with the lineup that they've got. Like it's not going to be like as like emotional, I feel, as this was, for because this is also like the, what, the generation that like birthed the modern rock and roll. Yeah. Um yeah, but like being able to see like Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days, Evanescence, I say Evanescence, Spirit Box. I'm really excited to see Spirit Box. Bad Omens, I'm looking forward to them as well. Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Sleep Token. Yeah. No. Mm. I want to see Muse. I like Muse. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lamb of God's gonna be a lot of than life. I gotta look now. Oh, nice. Ooh, Lamb of God is gonna be a lot than life. I think they're gonna be here too. Is it Aelstrom? Aelstrom. Yeah. There's just so many fucking bands. It takes me off. I don't think I don't think I would be able to. Because uh-huh. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, I should do the fucking stuff. I will. So here's the thing. There was that like brief period of time where I'm like, I shouldn't even go to Kentucky, like because I'm going by myself to this thing, and I'm just like, I shouldn't do it. It was one of those like having second doubts, but I'm like, nah, fuck it. You never know who you're gonna meet. I should go. I should go. Send it. Fuck it. See what happens. Mm-hmm. All of them. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Like bucket brigade it down there. Yeah. Fuck yeah. See, it's stuff like that that I love. That's why I always love. It's like you hit the stereotype of it's like, oh, metalheads are scary. Da, 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 da. It's just like they're some of the fucking nicest people on the goddamn planet. They could be tattooed to fuck. They could like have tattoos all over their bodies. They could look the meanest, toughest, fuck the nail chewing sons of bitches on the planet, and they have a fucking cat named Tabby that they love dearly. It's like they're the soft, like such big softies that they'll fucking go out of their way and like that's what I love. It's just like hearing like
you got these like big like heavy metal like biker gangs that like go do fucking charity runs and shit. Yeah, yeah, like little kid, yeah. It's one of those like it was actually me like one of those individuals that like that kind of had that looked like a like heavy metal like biker, like big burly tattoos. And it was I was a younger kid. I was with my little sister. I think I was like 8. She was like 4, 3 or 4. Ice cream truck was coming uptown the street, so we flag him down, and he stops. He gets out and comes around the corner, and it's this big like beard down to like his chest, fucking big burly like biker looking dude. And I'm like expecting like, hey kids, like what do you want for ice cream? He's just like, hey guys, what can I get for your ice cream? A nice hot day. Like he was like fucking like biker Santa Claus. It was super chill. And I'm like, because initially I was like a little nervous. I was just like, like I judged book by its cover. And then he spoke, and then he's like showed kindness, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he's chill. I like him. He's fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've been going 2 hours. That's fine. That's the wonders of the Chaoticast. Oh, yes. It's been an honor, Canaz. Till we talk again in the next one. Remember, folks at home, good luck, have fun, and take care. We'll hear you in the next one. Ta-ra.